So, got a wee knife. Wee knife. I like wee knives. Some of them. What is this one? This is a Primoris. Gray titanium, grain stonewash, CPM 20 CV. And why do I say that? Because here's why. We is a manufacturer that I have come to expect high end stuff from. And I think the price point has something to do with that. And some of them that I've gotten have fallen way short of my expectation. Look at this one, the Primoris. Got this on the secondary market, and we'll probably shuffle it straight over to Timber's Edge. But it was represented as new, never carried, sharpened. I'm looking for any wear here on the pocket clip up here. You know, of course, these surfaces go first into the pocket, and I don't see any. So, I mean, the knife looks really good. It's got this stonewash finish on the titanium and the blade, which is very attractive. It's like an acid wash going on. Well, come on. Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, so We has been one of those manufacturers for me that I haven't found any necessarily flaw with the knife. It's just, I think it's some of them have been really small compared to what I thought they would be. Some of them, the action is very stiff, which it is on this knife. This tension on this lock bar is really stiff. And I've encountered that with some of these Wii's. Now, some of them I just absolutely love. But I have gotten a couple that kind of left me going, meh. So we shall see. Get it? We shall see. Yeah, I mean, pretty snappy action. There's only one way in. It's got this flipper tab. The jimping comes all the way up and over. So it's good and nice and grippy. Love that blade shape, the handle, the ergonomics. I mean, the jimping is not quite combat jimping, but it's pretty solid. Pretty good stuff. Well, let's get in it, because one of the things that's leaving me a little short on this knife is the action. So I'm looking where I'm lined up here. Just inside. Okay. T8s. I mean, I always find good materials here. Good fit and finish. The back pocket clip screw. That's a T6. Yeah, I spied this knife many a times. I did one not too long ago, and man, was that nice nice. A tiny little, similar to a Feist, similar, but it was a G10 Integral, and I can't think of the name of it, but golly, do I like that knife? Yeah, that knife is a stunner. All right, let me look at where we're at here. So that's where we're at, and when it's locked up, it's there. Yeah, almost no movement whatsoever when it's locked up. So I don't think I'm going to be adjusting it because I don't want to create any rock in the knife. I'll try just the tiniest bit. Worst case, I got to come and take all this back off and fix it. Now, if this is pressed in really tight, I can't get it out, then we're going to live with it. Yeah, it's not budging. So rather than fight that, I'm just going to put that back because there wasn't a lot of adjustment that it was going to allow me to make anyways. I mean, it was going to be tiny, tiny, like the width of a human hair is what I was going to change it. So, all right, well, we'll clean it up. We'll lube it. I don't see really any lube in here, so maybe that'll help a little bit. But it's the it's the tension of it is that seems off. It seems a little hard to function the knife. You know, I put a Tucson up against a Wii I had maybe a year ago. There's a video on it. It's like Tucson versus Wii, and the Tucson won, in my opinion. Just seemed like a little nicer knife. And I think it came down to the grip. Just holding the Wii, it didn't seem as confident. Yeah. But that video's out there. You can find it if you want. But don't get me wrong, I'm not Wii bashing because I do have Wii knives and I have a handful that I've collected. I can't collect a lot of them because, you know, they're a car payment type thing. Especially now. I mean, golly, I'm thinking their new models are all north of $300, something like that. They're up there, which kind of puts them out of my realm. Unless Timber's Edge knife is going to carry it, I'm probably not going to get a first-hand look. But some of them, like this one, I've had my eye on it, and I was able to chase this one down at a price that I thought I could manage. All right. Yeah, let's go that route. And you know, sometimes these will break in a little bit too. It's got internal stop pins. That's a nice feature. That's it. Pretty simple. I love the stone washed, acid washed look of this knife. I mean, it checks a box for me. Post-apocalyptic future look type thing going on. I'm going to play with this just a hair. I'm going to put a little tension on that lock bar and run that ball up on the side of that knife. Yeah, it's solid. It's locking up really well. Just hydraulic. It's not quite drop shut, but very hydraulic, very smooth. Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to taken just a little bit of tension off of that, but it's okay. Let's talk about that action. So this is lowered slightly, and then it's got a scallop with milling on it. See the milling? So it's scalloped on the other side too, but it's not milled on that side, just on this side. So it's pretty intuitive to get in there, and you do get a fair amount of your thumb onto that lock. So I mean, it's not deadly. I don't think it would cause me discomfort if I sat here and functioned this knife for an hour. It's just kind of tight. That's all. Yeah, I don't think it would make I don't think it would make me stop at all. It's not like that. Um, the back flipper functions really well. I'm gonna try to fail it. That'll determine what I grade it as. Yeah, I can't fail it. I mean, I'm gonna give it an A, man. It's solid. I mean, it just feels of a quality knife. It absolutely does. Let's talk about ergonomics. So it's got this jimping on the spine. The flipper tab creates a wonderful finger guard and just locks me in. And the nature of this getting wider back here, kind of like a bone, it splits my two fingers. It's just super comfortable. But this wider nature at the back feels like it's pushing me forward into the knife. So not so confident, confident, very confident. And this knife goes, whoop. Yeah, it just rises to the top of the scale for sure. Very locked into this medium to large knife. I mean, this is dreamy the way that feels in hand. Reverse grip, I can cap it the butt with my thumb. Very confident. And bonus points, yeah, I can get here. And I'd much rather be right here than here. Yeah, this is the money shot right here. Just whoop. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Let's check pocket clip. I think it's going to do just fine. Is it titanium or steel? Yeah, it's titanium. So it's not Bruce Spring steel. It's Timmy titanium steel. I don't know, man. Stupid. Yeah, completely deep carry. Knife disappeared in the pocket, and it gives this again industrial look to the pocket clip with the holes. I like it. It's good looking, and the retention in the pocket. Yeah, this thing would hold in a dryer. If I tossed this knife, these pants right now into a dryer, it would bang around in there for a while. And when I took it out, that knife would be right there. Excellent pocket clip. Yep, wonderful. Safety. Ooh, I started to wonder, man, because wow, that's a Grand Canyon right there. I can touch the blade right at the very tip, right there. It does have blade exposure. Yep. What about the tip? Yeah, that looks close right there, but the tip's protected. It's recessed. So tip's good. The clip is excellent, but I do have a tiny little bit of blade contact right here at the top. I don't think it's a hazard, but if I can touch it, I'm going to say I can touch it, and I can touch it right there. Yep. Let's test that lock. I'm sure that lock is fine, man. It's got 45% lockup. That ain't going nowhere. All right. 20 CV from the Wii factory. Yeah. Yeah. They definitely put out a sharp knife, and this one is no exception. All right, let's get a price on this thing. Okay, so I think I'm finding these down from 250. These were 250, but I'm finding them down in the 165-ish range. And so if this was going to be over at Timber's Edge, it'd probably be in the 150 range. And then, of course, if you're a subscriber over there, you could probably save a little more money on top of that. Yeah, Primoris. Um, I'm not sure if I keep this or it goes, but if you're interested, look over there because that's where it'll be. Anyways, hey, I appreciate y'all watching. Pretty cool little wee piece, man. Yep. All right, take care, y'all. Before I forget, click that little circle right there and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Click notifications. It really helps the channel. The biggest way you can help the channel is by clicking this circle right here. Appreciate y'all.